Good day, Professor Cofero. This is Kurt Prosser. This video is for TCH-539, week 6. In this video, there will be 4 objectives. The first objective will be what my action plan proposal was and is still. The second part will be how was the data collected, and I will be using the action plan research guide written by Richard Sagor and Charlene Williams to display that data verbally. The third objective will be what are the stakeholders' responsibilities, and also what's my timetable for this action plan. And finally, my fourth objective will be discussing what my benefits, what my perceived outcomes are for the school and for the stakeholders in this action plan. I'd like to first talk about the first objective, which is my action plan proposal. I've been doing a lot of research in this class about the flipped classroom. Traditionally, that goes against the traditional classroom, which the traditional classroom discusses the concept in that day. We do, I do, we do, they do, and then students take home a group of practice problems. The flipped classroom is quite different. The students are given a video to preview the night before the concept is introduced in the classroom. And I like that idea because they come in with questions. I think that it's rushed, that we don't have enough time to collaborate. We don't have time to help with struggling students. So I think with them coming in with questions, I can move a group on that may have already grasped the concept. They can move on to exploring new areas in the standards or concepts. Whereas the students that are struggling, I could get to spend a little bit more time with them, and I think that that's going to help. Now, as I stated, I used the action plan research book written by Mr. Sagar and Mrs. Williams, which has 4 steps, which is what are my targets, what are my goals, my articulating theory, collecting the data, analyzing the data, and then the fourth is what am I going to do with the data to move forward. I think that's important. I find nothing but positive about this method. At the end of my data collection, I will utilize a survey. I will use formal assessments, and then I will use a display of the differences between the genders. And also I will have 2 classes. I will have a 6th grade and I will have a 7th grade completing the flipped classroom, and then I will have a 6th and 7th grade completing the traditional classroom. The stakeholders I feel are administration, teachers, and students. And the timetable for this right here will be 5 days for the first research plan theory. Now, the teachers will evaluate and help me evaluate the data after we finish. The students will be involved, and they will be the stakeholders who are actually completing the work. And the administration has stakes in this because I feel that they want to find ways to reach all students, not just most. And finally, what are my benefits that I see coming out of this? And what are my expectations for the school and for the stakeholders? I'm very positive in this right here. I have nothing but great things looking forward to this right here. I believe that I will see academic scores risen. I will see the gender gap closed between girls and boys. I believe that this will help all stakeholders, students, administration, and teachers. That is my expectation, and I believe that's the benefit for each and every one of the stakeholders who are involved in this program. Thank you. I appreciate you watching this video. Have a good evening.